Right friends, welcome back to Current Affairs. This is questions and answers, general and banking for week number 38. This is from 14th to 20th September and look at the first question. Mahesh Rangarajan resigned as the director of NMML. What is NMML? Nehru Memorial Museum and Library. Nehru Memorial Museum and Library, established in the year 1964. Subsequent to the death of India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, and the main purpose of this Nehru Memorial Museum and Library is, first and the foremost is, it will house the various items, various memorabilia of the first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. That means it maintains the museum. Second important point is it looks at the modern Indian history, that means history of modern India as well as the contemporary history, and at the same time to act as a research center in modern Indian history or history of modern India. That means for these three purposes, this Nehru Memorial Museum and Library serves. The important aspect here is this is autonomous body under the Ministry of Culture, and here NMML Society is there. The president of NMML Society is the Prime Minister, and the director of NMML was Mahesh Rangarajan. He was appointed in the year 2014. Just a few days before demitting office by the previous UPA government, and his appointment is supposed to be up to 2024, and recently the Minister for Culture questioned the rationale of appointment of Mahesh Rangarajan by the UPA government few days before demitting office in 2014. Subsequently, Mahesh Rangarajan resigned as the director of NMML. So, NMML is an autonomous body under the Ministry of Culture, and it is housed in Teen Murti Bhavan complex in New Delhi. Right? All of you are well aware, Teen Murti Bhavan is the place where the first Prime Minister of the country, Jawaharlal Nehru, lived. Right? Look into the next issue. Name the company which unveiled $50 7-inch fire tablet. Recently, Amazon unveiled $50 7-inch fire tablet. Look into the next one. During the past 3 months, 795 low capacity mobile towers have been set up in the Maoist affected districts of the country, which is known as Red Corridor. The Maoist affected areas of the country are known as Red Corridor, and it runs through the states like Telangana, Maharashtra, certain portions of Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, then comes Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh. Like that, it runs through one particular belt in the country which is considered as a Red Corridor, where the movement of Naxals is more. Look into the next one. Federal Reserve kept its interest rates unchanged. They are unchanged since 2008. As per the available news reports, Federal Reserve kept the interest rates unchanged for the past 7 years, and the advanced economies are doing two things which are not conducive for emerging economies like India. We have discussed in the news analysis part of 37th week, and they are keeping interest rates unchanged for several years, nearer to zero interest rates. Second important point is quite on and off they are resorting to quantitative easing, or you can say bond buying programs. Because of this easy money availability policy, emerging economies are being suffered. Right? So, Federal Reserve recently, there was a talk of increasing the interest rates, but it has not increased the interest rates, kept interest rates nearer to zero levels. European Central Bank is also doing the same thing. So, this is the strategy adopted by the advanced economies to give some impetus to their growth. Right friends, next one, a 7-member committee was nominated by the Minister for Water Resources, Minister for Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation. This is one ministry. Minister for Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation. The minister is Uma Bharti, and Water Resources Ministry recently appointed a committee under the chairmanship of Mihir Shah. Mihir Shah was formerly member of the Planning Commission. The main purpose of nominating this committee is to restructure Central Water Commission as well as Central Groundwater Board. Central Water Commission is the attached office of Ministry of Water Resources, and the main purpose is to monitor the water resources in the country. This Central Groundwater Board is a subordinate office. I have uttered two words. One is attached office. The second one is a subordinate office. What is the difference between attached office and subordinate office? Attached office with any ministry is normally in the process of implementing executive guidelines. When the decisions are taken in the ministry, required policy framework will be devised by the attached office, whereas this subordinate office basically looks at its implementation. This Central Water Commission is attached office with Ministry of Water Resources, whereas this Central Groundwater Board or CGWB is the subordinate office of Ministry of Water Resources. Please don't forget. And to restructure these two offices, recently a committee was nominated, and the committee will be headed by Mihir Shah, who was the former member of Planning Commission. Please don't forget. Look into the next one, Unique Identification Authority of India, or you can say UDAI. UDAI will come under the Ministry of Telecommunications and Information Technology. If you go into the history of UDAI, it was created through an executive order. No bill was passed in Parliament, and through an executive order, this was created. Initially, this was attached with the Office of Planning Commission. Subsequently, Niti Aayog came in its place. That means in the place of Planning Commission, Niti Aayog came into existence from 1st January 2015. And initially, this Unique Identification Authority of India was kept under Niti Aayog, and now recently government decided that this Unique Identification Authority of India will move to Ministry of Telecommunications and Information Technology. Name the cricketer who was appointed advisor to the Australian cricket team touring Bangladesh. The cricketer name is Sridharan Sriram, or you can call S. Sriram. So, S. Sriram was nominated as advisor to the Australian cricket team touring Bangladesh. Name the country which allowed its military to fight overseas for the first time since World War II. After World War II, all of you are well aware, these three countries were defeated in the World War II. These three countries together, known as Axis powers. Axis powers are Japan, Germany and Italy. These three countries were defeated. Subsequently, Japan adopted the constitution in the year 1947. The name of the constitution is Pacifist Constitution. That means it will not interfere into any of the external factors. It will not send its army. Basically, the constitution outlaws war. That's why it is called a pacifist constitution, and now Japan decided to send its military, if required, overseas. This is basically known as a change from self-defense doctrine to collective self-defense doctrine, and if you want to learn more about it, please listen to news analysis part. IIP per July has grown by 4.2%, which among the following has got more weightage in the index of industrial production. In the index of industrial production, this manufacturing has got more weightage, please don't forget. And at the same time, I would like to tell you GDP, Consumer Price Index, as well as IIP. These three are released by Central Statistics Office, which is under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, please don't forget. Union Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar decided to adopt Barolia village. This Barolia village falls under Amethi constituency in Uttar Pradesh, and Manohar Parrikar got elected to Rajya Sabha from Uttar Pradesh. The answer here is Uttar Pradesh. Right friends, for a change from this week, before going into the further questions, I would like to tell some news at a glance, which I could not include in questions and answers. I would like to tell briefly about these instances or these news at a glance. 11th Indo-US Economic Summit was held in Delhi. Finance Minister stated that the trade between India and the United States of America will increase the 5 times, that is from $100 billion to $500 billion within few years. Retail inflation in August hit the historic low of 3.66%. Then this wholesale price index related inflation is continuously in the negative territory for 10th month in succession, and it stood at minus 4.95%. Chanda Kochhar and Arundhati Bhattacharya, the heads of DSIPs, Chanda Kochhar of ICICI Bank, Arundhati Bhattacharya of State Bank of India, please don't forget, these two banks were designated as the domestic systemically important banks, and the heads of these two banks are ranked at first and second positions in Fortune magazine's most powerful women in Asia Pacific region, and at the same time 2 more women are also there in top 10. They are Nishi Vasudeva, CMD of HPCL, and at the same time Shikha Sharma of Axis Bank. AUS Index 15, the first bilateral maritime exercises between Australia and India. These maritime exercises, which indicates friendship, coordination, cooperation between two countries, were recently held at Visakhapatnam, that is AUS Index 15 between India and Australia. A.R. Rahman is into controversy for scoring music for Iranian film Muhammad, the Messenger of God. Fatwa was issued against him because Muslim organizations say that Muhammad, the Messenger of God, hurt the sentiments of Muslim religion, and fatwa was issued against him, and the director of the film is Mazid Mazidi, an Iranian. This film was directed by Mazid Mazidi, who belongs to Iran. Altis, the telecom giant of Europe, agreed to buy United States firm Cablevision for a sum of around $17.7 billion. Look into the next one. Powerful 8.3 magnitude earthquake hit Chile, and Chile is on the ring of fire. If you want to look at the ring of fire, please look into this picture. Another important event is the 2000-year-old Buddhist stupa, one of the 19 built with the Lord Buddha's relics sent by Emperor Ashoka to China, has been restored in Qinghai province of China. Recently, China restored this old monument, right? After the fencing of Hungary along its Serbia border, all of you are well aware, Hungary established fencing of more than 10 feet height along its border with Serbia, and now people crossing towards Croatia. If you look at the borders of Hungary, one side it is Serbia, and if you look at the other sides, one side it is Croatia, the other side it is Romania. Please look into this picture. 85 people were killed in South Sudan when an oil tanker exploded when people are scooping up the fuel, and please don't forget, the capital of South Sudan is Juba, and the currency is Sudanese pound. Please don't forget. Third front was formed in Bihar. All of you are well aware. One front is headed by the Bharatiya Janata Party. The second front is headed by JDU and RJD primarily, and the third front was formed with Samajwadi Party, NCP, National People's Party, Samajwadi Janata Dal, And the next one is Madras High Court granted interim stay for 8 weeks on the Ministry of Home Affairs order of cancelling the registration of Greenpeace. Ministry of Home Affairs recently cancelled the registration of Greenpeace on the charges of violation of Foreign Contribution Regulation Act of 1976. And Madras High Court granted interim stay for 8 weeks. And now look at the next one. First, hybrid vacuum toilet. It ensures vacuum cleaning as well as biodegradation. That means it is a bio toilet as well as vacuum toilet. That's why it is called hybrid vacuum toilet. This was installed in Delhi Dibrugarh Rajdhani Express. Then cabinet approved 50 days of additional work under Mahatma Gandhi Narega on the regions drought or natural calamities affected. In the areas affected by drought or natural calamities, 50 days of additional work will be given. All of you are well aware the work days under Mahatma Gandhi Narega are 100 days and 50 days additional work is given in the areas which were affected by drought as well as natural calamities. Right, finally seat sharing agreement was ensured between Bharatiya Janata Party, LJP of Ramvilas Paswan, RLSP of Bhupendra Kushwaha and HEIM led by Jitan Ram Manjhi, the former Chief Minister of Bihar, and they came to electoral alliance and the seat sharing agreement was finalized. Cabinet approved 5,000 crore Shyam Prasad Mukherjee Rurban Mission. What is the purpose of this Shyam Prasad Mukherjee Rurban Mission? Basically, to transform rural clusters to make them economically, socially and physically sustainable places. That is basically to develop a cluster of smart villages. Then Exim Bank will offer concessional finance to support Indian companies bidding for strategically important projects abroad. Right. So with this news at a glance, let us switch over to questions and answers. Myanmar is going to polls on 8th November and people say that it is the credible general election after a gap of 25 years. Aung San Suu Kyi is the prime contender and military junta directly or indirectly is ruling the country for several years. Right? And famous novelist Jockey Collins died at the age of 77 years. And she died in United States of America, and the famous book written by Jockey Collins is Hollywood Wives, which was a big hit in good olden days. The book Hollywood Wives was written by Jockey Collins and recently she died. Author of the book, His Majesty's opponent is Sugata Bose. Please don't forget why I asked this question is primarily because recently West Bengal government declassified the files pertaining to Subhash Chandra Bose, and in this connection I thought it fit to ask this question. This book is His Majesty's Opponent. This book was written in the year probably 2011 and the author is Sugata Bose. First unit of 1980 megawatt supercritical thermal power plant was inaugurated recently at Lalitpur. Name the state. The state is Uttar Pradesh and supercritical thermal power plant. What is supercritical? Supercritical means it is the thermodynamic term. The pressure and temperature, if you increase beyond critical point, then the physical and chemical properties of the substance will change. That is the meaning of supercritical. Right? It is thermodynamics term. Name the party which won the elections in Greece. Syriza party, and his left-wing ideology brought him once again to the prime ministerial post. Right? Look at the next one. National Green Tribunal or NGT discussed the issue of whether cell phone towers in residential areas will pose health risks or not. Recently, NGT deliberated on this issue and NGT is a statutory body. It was created in the year 2010, please don't forget, through an act of parliament. National Green Tribunal. Name the regulator which cancelled the registration of Sahara India Financial Corporation. This is non-banking financial company and its license was cancelled recently by Reserve Bank of India because of some violations. All of you are well aware, Sahara is into problems and tug of war is going on between Sahara and SEBI, and the matter is in Supreme Court now. Name the country whose Constituent Assembly rejected a resolution to revert back to Hindu state. The country we are talking about is Nepal. More than 200 years of Hindu monarchy was ended around 8 to 10 years ago, and now the new constitution was framed. It will be federal and secular constitution. And please don't forget, cow will be the national animal for Nepal. Which of the following are G4 countries which are hoping for a permanent membership in United Nations Security Council? The 4 countries are India, Japan, Brazil and Germany. And about the G4 summit, please listen to the lecture part of 39th week, because the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to participate in G4 summit, right? Look into the last question. Name the new irrigation program of the Government of India which replaced several smaller programs of similar nature. By integrating or amalgamating smaller programs, this new government has brought Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana or PMKSY. Please don't forget. With this, let us conclude questions and answers, general and banking. Have a nice day. Thank you.